Hello there, and welcome back to Kraise Gaming Presents Vampyr. Okay, so we're going to go and speak to Tom Watson, pick up where we left off, and we'll get some more of the storyline out of the way. We've met in the last episode. We met the apparent vampire hunter, who clearly didn't know a vampire from his own shoelaces. Hi, Tom.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
I love it. Okay. We're looking for Sean Hampton.
I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave
more.
or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Indeed.
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Thank you. Yeah, we've done all this. Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Hello, you.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Where are you from?
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Not at all.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Sorry if I worried
I'm
you.
sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow.
Oh,
They got
blimey.
married in London. And here I am.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Yeah, good for you, love.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Sorry to tell you, love.
Do you require medical assistance, Miss Cavendish?
I'm fine, sir. Just have too much work on and not enough sleep.
Good, okay.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
That's fair enough.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
So few clients.
Okay.
Let's go outside.
Poor Jack. He
didn't deserve this.
Okay, so let's go and find Sean. Who are you? Archibald? What are you doing here?
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member.
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
I wonder if we can put you back on top.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout, if you catch my meaning.
I'm sure a district as colorful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though. Despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
A witch, maybe?
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
I like this guy. He's healthy. Good.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
That's a lie. Difficult times. These are
With
difficult times. I
everything
don't want to
that's
insult
happened
him.
recently, the war, Spanish flu. I must concede that these are difficult times.
A few nights ago, I saw a kid eating a rat. He was right in front of one of those abandoned houses nearby. Just chewing on a living rat's insides.
A vampire, I wonder.
Tell
me about
the
Wet Boys.
Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive.
Yep,
Preying on
for
people
sure.
like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Why did your son really join the
We
Guard
got a new
of
hint.
Priwen?
Let's do it.
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
So your
Any
son
explanation
has left
at
you
all?
nothing to explain his actions. No letter or message.
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reed. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
So why did he join?
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
I think that's it for you. Goodbye.
Sir.
Some nice insight into the local gangs around here. To be fair, if I could put him back on the throne, I probably would. Better the devil, you know. Okay.
Another disgusting ghoul did it, don't you think?
I don't think so. The wounds are clean. It's methodical.
A freaking vampire then.
I can't say, but whatever did this carefully avoided the archers. We've found ourselves a bloody artist.
Seems like the guard of Priwen is on shore.
Whoa! No, not another one. It's a boss fight. Let's heal quick. Come on, one more. Ah, damn it. That's it. Phew. That was getting a bit intense there. Now, that was a boss fight. Jimmy... Let's see now. He didn't drop anything, which is a bit annoying.
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Oh, it's a nice, good boss fight there. Actually, I'm wondering if we can get out this way. Yeah. Let's go back. Nothing else of consequence around here. There's a...
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I believe it. That one's locked. That means there's a hideout around here somewhere. Oh, there's a werewolf. Boff. Nice. Watery, steady blood sample. He looks pretty nice. I like him. Okay, well, we got shotgun shells, bullets. Totally unnecessary. I wish we could sell them. Mind you, I wonder if we can. Bullets are not necessary for a vampire, I think. Oh man. Right. So they're getting to level 19s now. They're a little bit harder to kill, but... Oh, lead plate, good. Let's see if we can go this way.
I cannot enter.
So how do I get over there? If I gotta go all the way around, seriously. Okay, I guess if I have to. Running a little low on blood. Still, my stamina uptake has come up, so that bar is doing alright now. Oh no, I've done that, okay. It's nice to see a werewolf around though. Okay, let's try this way. Locked.
It's locked.
Damn it. Now if I can get out of this door. Which is basically where I was before. Yep. This seems to be the best way around. Yeah, that's him dead. Splat. Good. Oh, commotion over here. I think I might just stay out of the way, to be honest. Yeah, that's him sorted. Good night, sweet prince. Good. Take it we can't get on that boat. Nope. Fair enough. Can't be asked for that fight, truthfully. Oh well, just haven't got any choice.
Best turn around. Over there! There's one of them.
Excellent. Well, looks like I'm in for a fight here regardless of what I do. So, let's go down and face it like a man. Oh, god damn it. Get quite a lot for that, actually. That was easy enough. God, that light that they emit, though, you're completely powerless. Completely, totally powerless. Good, everything's at full. What's in here? Money. More money. Glass vial, of which we have a few thousand. Opium, I'm sure that'll be useful. What's in here? Oh, okay, just a way out. That's fine. Oh. Ah, potassium pomegranate. Need that.
I have this thirst for blood.
Well, you are a vampire. It kind of goes with the territory. Oh, it's you.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
No, not really.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
By the way, I am going to eat you one day. Hello.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Okay.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
I'm not lazy. Screw you, lady. Healthy.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know
Fair
me,
enough.
Mr. Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You really have no idea.
Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
That's better. You're in a bit of a better mood.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
No support.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my
Oops.
sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
That'll be the Priven guys.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Yeah, as was the time. I'm looking for Sean.
Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, I'll leave
I
you.
really,
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
you know what? I am really sorry I even came into this tent.
It's locked.
Oh, potassium pomegranate again. And some cash. Who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm
Blimey,
Dr.
she doesn't
Jonathan
look very
Reed.
well.
Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town.
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Healthy? Do you know what?
Goodbye,
No.
Miss
Let's just find Sean and they're done with it.
This Seymour worries me. Sure knows something about him.
Handwritten envelope. Dear Lord, this is my prayer to my beloved mother, Gertrude Paxton, who now awaits her daughters in heaven. Until that day, I thank you for allowing me to wake up and go through each day in honest poverty and modesty. Please protect the good Mr. Hampton, who has let us sleep in this shelter. I humbly ask you to forgive me for the resentment I feel towards my sister Giselle since mother died. Blessed be her soul. Thank you, God, for hearing me. Amen. Lottie Paxton has an issue with her sister.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Okay.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Indeed.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reed.
Indeed.
Is it not dangerous to work?
No, there's only these
As long
two
as I have good
questions, so I
legs,
thought I'd
can
have a
run
go.
away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Oh, I'm tougher than I.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see what I can do about that.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Now, your sister... Is that her?
You again? What do you want?
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors.
Well,
It was hell.
that's why she doesn't like me.
What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You
Should
should
talk.
talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Maybe you should.
Giselle, I know you sleep at Sean Hampton's shelter. What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister.
All these little
I am
hints.
grateful, of course. But he gives me the creeps.
Why is that?
He's always sad. Like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God. To give ourselves to the Lord. Creepy.
Thank you.
Well,
Alright.
I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Anywho, let's go and see if we can find Sean, shall we? There he is. Yep, potassium pomegranate. Hello, Sean. You're looking at.
Face, Doctor.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since
Which
you left Pembroke,
Lord?
the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you're innocent.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
I don't believe you.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
I just don't believe him. I don't believe him at all. Still, we'll go and see what he's asking. Oh, that was handy. Good. Yeah, we'll avoid fights if we can at the moment. God damn it. Damn, he's fast. Right, you. Okay, we'll try that one again. Well, that sucked. Let's go back and try that again. Remember, kill the ads first. And then deal with Little Miss Crossbearer.
Please, sir, can't let you through. Best follow alone, sir.
Seriously. It keeps changing the, every time I move the mouse it changes the, oh god damn it.
I should investigate further.
Better go home, sir.
Okay. Ooh, common trigger part. Nice big chest over there. That's him gone. Now I can finish the other guy. Ouch. Phew. Common hand apart. Nice.
Filthy piece of shit! Want some of that? Watch out for that teeth! Sentry's in there.
Down you go. Now that entrance. Here we are. So, what's that dude hiding down here then? Have we got anything? No. Okay.
I cannot enter.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't see anything about.
That doesn't work.
I'm sure all those levers and things like that up there have some. Of course I do. Got to get rid of that. Okay. Let's get the water out.
There must be a way to control the water level in this reservoir. So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Ah, well, that's a pain. Whoops. So, can I shoot them? So it is that one, okay. One thing I don't know. Z and C, okay. Okay. See, I can't seem to equip. Uh-huh. Okay.
That doesn't work.
No. So, can't shoot them. So clearly we have to let this water in.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, okay, so definitely not. More stuff. Lots more stuff. That wheel isn't anything. Ah. Yep, that's done it.
That gate should shut properly now.
You got to imagine the smell. I mean, imagine if you will. I mean, living in the 1800s must have been bad enough, but the smell. Dearie me. Okay. Someone up there. At least there was. Where'd he go? Lots of dead things around here. Fresh blood. Rats.
This is despicable.
Okay, so he probably went that way, which we can't go. Lots of dead people.
It's locked.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't expect it to be open. Oh, storyline. This is going to be a boss fight. Oh, it's this guy again.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity.
Oh, I didn't want to fight.
Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Whoa!
Dare challenge and dictate.
Ow.
My power you cannot comprehend.
Stick and move, stick and move.
Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these skals while singing your name.
Oh, damn it. Oh, he got me. Right in the face. Oh, I knew I'd have to fight him. When you're not strong enough, remember that the blood has says, okay, fine. But I am strong enough. It's just my weapons aren't. Okay. Any rats around? I need blood. Nope. Apparently not.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Whoa. Ow. Oh, damn it. Yep. God damn. Well, he is one tough SOB. I may have to change my tactics. Let's have a look to see. $61 damage, well, I'm doing 145 with that. TNG, must remember TNG.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. My neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn.
Ow. Okay, let's get back and heal. Here again.
Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these skals while singing your name. Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? Power you cannot comprehend.
Need to heal.
And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle.
Phew.
Thy neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn. I shall tear thee apart and spill thy blood to the pit.
Ah. We're getting there. are you, son of a bitch?
Return to your apothecary and needles.
Oh, damn it.
Down, stay down. I shall crush you.
Almost got him. Come on. Got him. Woohoo! Damn, that was hard. Phew. Is he dead? Did he drop anything? There's nothing over here. Okay. Where's the way out? Up there, maybe? Nope. There. Okay, good. Well, there's two. Can't go that way. There you go. Explore the sewers, it says. Nothing over there. What's this?
At least one skal escaped Fergal's wrath. The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far.
No, indeed. Let's go back and check that bit out. Well, can't get down there, so that's not where he went. God, he really did make a mess of him, didn't he?
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
And which way did he go? So that way or that way? Let's try staying on this level for now before we go up on another one. But okay, there's clearly nothing in here. Let's finish doing up there first before we come down. There he is.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Oh.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
So you control and talk to the skals. Hello. Who are
This
you?
is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton
Okay.
sent me here.
I would have asked if it was a sewer dog, but I thought it was a bit more insulting.
Who are you?
If you must know, They call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
She was the one that dude up there, the old dude was talking about.
I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon, but I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
What was that,
Why
dude?
was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
Why?
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Skal.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
It is you that sent me to find.
Hampton sent me to find.
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
He could be a killer.
One is hunting him. He is suspected of murder.
The skals have always been hunted by humans and vampires alike. I teach them how to survive against the odds.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is
Do
alive.
what now?
That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her.
Yes, please.
I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't
know.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Oh, me and Harriet got on fairly well before, so let's have a look and see if anything's around. No. There's a lot of pain and sorrow in this place.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
Not yet.
Your place is not here.
And me and Harriet, again, we got on fairly well. Okay. It is no coincidence that Ekons are the most eminent and most numerous of all vampires. Ekons are the true aristocracy of immortals, and if I may add, they are the only ones able to stay on top of their food chain. Everywhere I travelled, I only met Ekons assuming mortal lives and forming an immortal society. Ekons are the most human, most clever, and most educated of all vampires. Don't get me wrong here, I have nothing against more exotic species like Volkod who share the gift of immortality with us. Most of them can prove useful, if properly canalised towards a clear goal. But they lack the most important trait of all, the ability to mingle with mortals without being spotted. Therefore, the Ascalon Club should only accept Ekon of the highest lineage as members of their inner circle. Depending on circumstances, Volkods can be accepted as war dogs or hunting hounds, as long as they obey our laws. Luckily enough, these lesser cousins have a natural tendency to submit and obey their masters. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Sturdy blood sample. Nice.
Hello,
Codeine.
Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I have so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
That's fine. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning.
Look at her arm as well. Blimey.
Dying over and over again.
Is it painful?
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
You're mutating.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
Oh, I didn't even realise she did fake her
To
death.
see if I would be mourned.
Okay, that's a bit morbid. Why flee?
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Well, that answers our original question.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Well, why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
I'm looking forward to seeing what she turns into.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
But you can't eat, so what's
So
that?
you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Not anymore. However, if you do go anywhere...
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask.
I think this one's
Will
always been
you
answered.
answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very
Okay.
well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
I'm no skal.
We are similar, but not the same, Harriet.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
There's that one dude outside.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that dude?
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
It's quite often I see, you know, a differences between what they're saying and what the, you know, what's coming down on the subtitles there. Quite often.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. and it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What
do you
makes
know?
you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
How ominous. Okay, I need to go to...
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There
Yes,
is
I
too
have.
much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Have you got somewhere I can rest?
Why do you live here? Amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
Good question.
Guilt. The shame. From the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why
Yeah,
don't
why
you
not leave the city? Hide in the country.
Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen. The Ascalon Club.
We are the sewer skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Well, literally, the 1800s, it was all... Well, the 1900s. It was all... countryside. There's plenty of places you can go.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most skals I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most skulls.
What happened before
You
I
were
pledged my
once someone
service?
else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair enough.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
That's fair enough. You've done nothing to harm me.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skal, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter.
Oh, that's handy.
Just follow the arrows.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Don't get all sweet. Right, can we hide somewhere? Follow the arrows. Follow the arrows. There's an arrow. Huh. They've even got their own little pub. I like it. But do they have somewhere I can rest?
eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Well, I can't stand to see a skull cry. Now, let's find those arrows again. Yep, there's one. But I don't think these guys have got anywhere that I can rest. Which is a bit of a shame, really. So the arrow either points this way, or it points up these stairs. There's an arrow. Okay. Enter your own risk. Fine. Very clever. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is find a place to rest. I can level up. And then I can save it here, and then we'll go and talk to Sean after that. Sean can live. I didn't trust him. I didn't like him, but do you know what? He's all right. God, all these cadavers. Blimey, someone's been cooking stew around here. Ha! There he is.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Yes.
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers.
You need to clean yourself up a bit, mate.
I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
Yes, I most certainly did.
You make no distinction between the living and the skals, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
No one would give a damn.
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
I've no wish to turn it otherwise.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skals and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
No. An epidemic doesn't really care about your religious views, mate.
Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is she?
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Yeah, Harriet is very
possessed
helpful.
by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger skals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I hardly follow you.
Let's simply agree that all are one and the same. In death, I mean.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor.
No chance.
Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
No.
These
No way.
urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
It'd have been nice to have opened up that one.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Good evening,
Someone's
Mr.
hunting me.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I think we've done all this.
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
I think it was him. We've seen him at every single crime scene so far.
The ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
I'm starting to be very suspicious of you.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
Someone is definitely hunting me.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Right, let's have a look. Now, if I'm right, we should be able to get through those gates that we weren't able to get through earlier. But they're not here. Where are they? Good. Okay. Okay. Where's my making table? There it is. Oh, we've got regeneration serum. Yeah, that we're certainly gonna... I certainly needed that a little earlier. Now, as for these weapons... So we still need good handle parts. Just gonna see if we can find a merchant after this. Now, 61 damage, 40 damage, 160 damage. Short range defensive weapon. But look at the damage on it. Yeah, I think we can afford that. What about this? So we need a lot of good handle parts. God, look at the damage. It goes from 145 to 220. But we need good handle parts. Okay, let's go and find some good handle parts. But for now, let's okay, so we've got 390, so let's upgrade this. So it's gone from 220 to 265, but here we've got the choice. You cut through your flesh so deeply that you now gain blood with each hit. Oh, lovely. Or you have learned to use your claw strength and now strike prey with a stunning effect. Okay. Confirm. Okay, so that's going to be it for now. We'll pick this up next time. Okay. Christian faith or cult. What is immortality? Having your name inscribed in history, raising children in honor of your memory, earning your place among the saints of heaven. Sean Hampton, founder of the Hampton Asylum in the East End, has his opinion on the matter. Eternity comes to those who bear divine presence in themselves. Mr. Hampton, also known as the Sand Saint for his unequaled empathy towards others and his constant pity for their plight, has created with his asylum a haven for lost souls. He keeps the poor fed and gives them a roof to sleep under. Still, the asylum has now been closed for a few days, and his last accessible operation took a turn towards cult-like worship. If hearsay can be defined as faith gone adrift, Sean Hampton and his flock may have been turned into heretics. For the first time since I know the sad saint, people speak ill of him, and the mysterious chants heard through the closed doors of the shelter worry more than they encourage. As a possible consequence of this suspicion, the sanitary situation of the dock has drastically decreased. Deprived of a place of rest, the poor get sick from sleeping rough, preferring to catch their death under the stars than join an unknown cult. That alone says enough about the tarnished reputation of the sad saint, a reputation that will be restored only when the doors of his asylum open once again. Okay, so... he's missing. Okay, that'll do for now. thank you very, very much for joining me. And please do join me for the next episode, and we'll continue. Yeah, and we'll continue on. Thank you very much. Good luck now. Bye-bye.